What's good, y'all? It's your boy Need for She coming back with another episode of my podcast. I'm just reminiscing. And today I got another special guest on with me, my little sister that I grew up with, Miss Brajae Brazil. Yeah, say hey to the people for me.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, buddy. I ain't gonna be calling her that today. I call her BJ. I've been calling her that forever. So you're gonna hear her
Easy.
call me a couple of names that nobody else calls me but her. Like legit. She's the only one that called me this. But how life been treating you so far? Right. Yeah, exactly. It's gonna come up more.
Pretty good. I can't complain. Life is life.
Life. Life is life. Yeah, I know I don't ever put no letters on, but she had hers on. I was like, all right, I'm going ahead and throw something
Oh,
on.
we got to represent out here.
She threw it on, so I was like, all right, I ain't gonna leave it out there by yourself today. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on today.
Thank you.
It's all love. It's all love. By the time this come out, it might be my founder day. By the time they come out, so yeah, we're gonna be lit. But like always, how do all my special guests that come on? How was life like for BJ growing up, starting when you was a kid?
Ooh, I was always back and forth. I'm a Mississippi, Memphis, Louisiana child. I'm like all of them. So we had fun. Born in Louisiana, raised in Memphis, but I live in Mississippi. So I got the best of all three. How about that?
That sounds about right. Born in Louisiana, she ain't got the Louisiana talking a lot.
I
She
ain't stay there for long.
if she pissed off, you can hear it. If she's pissed off, you can hear a little bit of yeah, right.
It's really the Memphis in me.
Yeah, she definitely got that. But that Louisiana is in her somewhere. Maybe her cooking skills got a little Louisiana in there, so I probably
Occasion be coming through.
yeah. You got that Asian food. Man, who doesn't love Louisiana? New Orleans, it just yeah, it speaks for itself.
Exactly.
Let's see. What elementary school did you go to?
I can't even remember. Right. Night Road.
Night Road. I knew about Night Road Elementary. Yes. How was it like for you going to Night Road?
I enjoyed myself. I had some good teachers. They all knew me because my brother. So he was 2 years older than me. So they knew I was coming. I was better than him though, so they was happy to have me. So so I got perks. They was like, "You the better child." I always got my way.
Yeah, I wish it was that easy for me. Nah, Sherrod did what he had to do, so he was a good student. But then Mike was after him, and Mike was the golden child. So he was the straight A, all E's. Didn't say nothing in class, straight A's, all E's. That's what he was doing. Me,
Sound like me.
me, straight A's, yes. All E's, not happening. It was plenty of them S's and N's on that report card. I missed the principal's list and honor roll so many times because of my conduct.
Well, I had them almost every time. Principal list, all E's, all
Oh yeah, the school work was easy.
yeah,
School,
of course.
elementary school work so easy. That I mean, flew by that.
It's all schools. All work is easy.
For the most part, yes. But when we start getting to high school and stuff like that, when we start talking about it, man, man, forget all that. But elementary school, yeah, it was easy. I could have skipped the grade. My mom never wanted us to, but we could have because it was that easy. But
I mean, I do it early, so
you said you got out you got out of school early.
I got into school early. I
Oh,
started at 4.
you started elementary school at 4?
Yes.
I I ain't know that one. I ain't know you was 3 years younger than me, is you? What you just turned?
24. 24.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking something else. I was like, how did you start at 4? Okay, I'm just a year older than you.
You know, when you know people back then, you know, folks try to help you. They be like, you know, get her into school.
Oh, you're
That's
not
how,
the only one that know that.
exactly.
Like Teresa that I went to school with, her older brother Phil. Phil's, I know he started school early. He started school. I think he started at 5,
That's
4.
the age you supposed to start at
I think
5.
he started at 6.
No, I think he started at 5.
He got into. I know he got in a year early. I know he did get in a year early.
Sometimes you start between 5 and 6.
Yeah. So
So
he got. I know he got in early because he was supposed to be a year behind. So he got in early, and then Mike birthday late, so he was a year late. So it was like, yeah, you just take what you can. But yeah, I didn't. I got my principal's list because I was on safety patrol, what we call safety patrol after school.
no, I don't know what that one is. What is that?
Basically, you play like you're a crossing guard.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So we used to get out of class probably 15 minutes before school let out. We'll go down there, go get the little vests. They gave us a little safety vest. We was gonna put those on. So we was helping people across. When teachers had to come in and out, we had to move the cones and stuff so people didn't have to come. Little small stuff like that. You got little perks and stuff like that.
That sounds so cute. The
Yeah,
little bit men in this.
right. Little vest and stuff. We used to do that back then. Where we used to wear Dickies. You know,
It's okay. You know, some of that stuff coming back in style.
Dickies shouldn't.
I mean, they could.
Dickies was starch pants.
They were. You start walking, they start making a little noise.
Them just had ultimate creases in them. Them things didn't move.
Nah, they didn't.
They
Ain't gonna
didn't move, and they came in all colors. They came in like garbage truck green. Them things came in like 5. They had doo-doo brown. They didn't just have regular brown. They had dark brown. They had UPS brown. They had all of it. And Jabot jeans, Dickies and Jabot jeans,
yeah.
and NBA socks.
Bringing back memories.
I remember when Reeboks was big. Reeboks and Felines was big back then.
Eli's coming back. I ain't Reebok, I don't know.
Reebok and Felines, K-Swiss, it wore all. I seen all of those growing up. Now they did. New Balance did make a comeback. New Balance made a comeback.
Eli's coming back too.
I looked at them. I was like, yeah.
I mean, I bought me a pair. I haven't worn it, but I got a pair.
You judging yourself before you wear them. That's why you was like, they look.
No.
You know what? They putting them on though.
I mean, they straight, you know, they are white, but I don't wear tennis shoes like that.
Yeah, you probably put some Crocs or some sandals and stuff.
Don't put. I ain't wearing no Crocs.
Well, Crocs is blowing up everywhere now.
I know. I see that. That's not my thing though.
Nah, I was like, Crocs, really? Y'all really? Man, if I'm gonna find some Nike slides or something, I ain't finna put on no Crocs. Ain't gonna do it. But yeah, no tennis shoes. Yeah, you was always a flat, so you had your toes out. It was really simple.
Exactly. I was with the Forces at one point in time, and then
The forces were big. I remember they didn't check you a lot back in the day if you had black forces. As you got older,
it like high school. I feel like that's when the check started with
because elementary and middle school, especially middle school, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It was
wasn't really on dress in middle school like that. There was like, well, a little bit. You know, you had the colorful stuff with the girls.
we had plaid pants.
Yeah.
We used to wear plaid pants to school. We used to wear that. That's when the razor was big. Having the razor and stuff, that was big time fun. Knight Road Elementary, because Knight Road was around all the schools I was around. I went to Cromwell, but Knight Arnold, Getwell,
Yeah, it's like right there.
Goodlit,
In the middle.
Fox Meadows, all that was right there. So you went to one. Ross, all that stuff was all around each other. School lunches. I ain't gonna lie. Elementary school lunch.
They had their ups and their downs. They were like,
The cookies was top
the
notch.
cookies were great.
The
Those the butter cookies.
cookies. Oh, the butter cookies was.
Good.
They were. I can eat a butter cookie today. If they, I would eat those today. Those butter cookies was.
What about the little icy things they have come in a little?
Oh,
Those,
the little Minute Maid ice.
yeah.
Oh, them things was. You get one of them, a butter cookie, and they had. I mean, we used to tear the square pieces up. We always ate the square pieces. Um,
I ain't really like it too much.
I like I like them better than a lot of the stuff they was giving me. I was like, bro, you giving me casserole and making me drink milk. This no.
Yeah. So
I
I think it's the runs.
right, broccoli casserole and milk, and then we go to recess, and you wonder why everybody's stomach hurt after recess.
Exactly. Look at what you feeding these children.
And then milk not even good for you, and they was pushing milk. Milk not even that good for you.
They could at least have some water. I probably would have did better with some water.
Right. That's what we was wanting after recess. We was like, bro, don't give me no more juice or milk. We go straight to the water fountain.
Exactly. They weren't thinking right back then.
Nah, they got paid.
I see him for strong bone.
Yeah, they was getting paid to push milk. The Memphis, the school system was getting paid to push milk.
That's disgusting. I never drunk it, so.
Nah, I used to smell the milk. I used to be like, nope, can't do it. Not that.
Now I could do the chocolate milk, but the white milk I could never do.
Couldn't do neither one. I drank the white milk only because when I started I had to buy lunch. Because at first I was taking my lunch to school for like the first 3-4 years. I think until fourth grade. I think around fourth grade I started buying my lunch. But before then, I was bringing my lunch to school.
Yeah, some days I would bring mine. Other days I'd be like, forget it. I'll just eat what they got there. So
I used to like when we could pull up the list before you went to school. You'd be like, okay, this is what they serving today. I bet.
you used to look at that. I forgot all about that.
That's how I knew what to get. I was like, oh no, bringing my lunch. I ain't dealing with that casserole. Not today. Nope, I'm good.
But then they used to do like for Thanksgiving and stuff, the
turkey, the little turkey dressing thing.
It was great.
Oh no, that was generic as it can be, but it was better than some of the stuff that was giving us throughout this.
It was okay. I ain't gonna say it was all that, but
it was better.
It was better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but Cromwell, we had cookies. We could buy popcorn. It was little popcorn bags we could buy. We had a couple of things we could buy there that was good. We actually made green eggs and ham one time.
Rose. I mean, we were fun. Did we have that? I mean, we could do stuff. My mind is a little bad, so I might not be able to remember everything. But
I think I could catch you from middle school on. From middle school, high school on, I think I could catch you with a lot of stuff you can remember.
Yeah, cause my mind, I'm old.
We get older very quickly, and we realize my mind is just. I don't know why my mind can't remember stuff from back then, but it just can't. Yeah, we did green eggs and ham. Y'all had sock hops?
We did. I used to love those.
Those were people that used to have them.
Huh?
You one of the few people that I talked to that used to have them.
They used to have a lot of fun. We used to get our drinks. We used to dress up. Those were the times. And then what's the little what's the thing called when you go outside? Field day.
Field day. Oh yeah, we definitely had field day.
That just was fun.
Oh, field day was lit.
You used to do like a little egg, like in a spoon.
Yeah, they used to charge us, but it was field day was cool.
Charge y'all?
Yeah, we had to pay. We had to pay for some of that stuff.
No, we didn't pay for that.
We had to pay for snacks and stuff like that. It was like they didn't give us no snacks free. They gave us lunch. We still had lunch, but if you want like candy and nachos and stuff like that, you had to buy tickets.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we had to buy tickets, and you give them nachos is 5 tickets, so you had to give them 5 tickets. Yeah. So my mom and them used to let me. They give me and Mike we had like 50 tickets each, so it was like $1 a ticket. So they'd be like, I'm just gonna spend this and let y'all have this, or it'd be like 10. It'd be like 40 tickets for like $20 or something like that. So they let us go get like 80 tickets a piece. And we'll just do that. Yeah, they gave us sack lunches. They weren't fixing nothing. They gave us a little sack lunch. Here is an apple, a sandwich, and a juice. Yeah, I'll take that and roll.
I used to just like getting the hot chips and the blue one. Now those were lit.
I still eat those. I still eat those hot chips.
I ain't had them in so long.
Oh,
But them just I used to always get.
I had them the other day. Andy Caps. Andy Caps hot fries.
I don't know why I've been calling Andrew.
You probably Andy might be short for Andrew. You never know.
It could be.
It could be. But man, we had soccer. We used to have dance offs. That was fun. I was being there doing the chicken head, heel toe.
I used to sit back and watch because my I wasn't finna embarrass myself. And no.
You should have seen Kelly and them back in the day doing this stuff in elementary school.
I could see Kelly doing it.
I'm talking about she in there hitting the heel toe hard. I'm talking about she chicken head and some more stuff in the pancake. She hitting.
Now I can do the pancake and the chicken head. The heel toe I could never do. I could make it look like I was doing it, but I couldn't really hit it.
I could do the heel toe, and that was crazy. I could do the heel toe just because it was messing with them, but elementary school, boy, that was some fun times though. Y'all going a lot of field trips?
We did.
Mm-hmm.
We did go to a lot of them.
I think they took us all to the same places.
I'm pretty sure we did. Zoos.
Zoo.
What was that little thing called where you can my mind is so bad. But like a little financial I don't know what it's called.
Not Celebration Station. Celebration Station was big in Memphis. Back in Celebration Station and Jillian's. I used to go celebrate Jillian's and Liberty Land. That was top notch. Putt, all that was top notch. Not Celebration Station, but the Children's Museum. The Children's Museum was fun. It was fun as a kid, but when we started going to high school and had to go volunteer there and had to deal with them bad kids.
That wasn't the best part.
Nah, that's when you had to really slap those kids because they were some bad kids. No, it wasn't Celebration Station. It was. I think it was Celebration Station.
It was something else where it was like teaching you about money and stuff. And a lot of people went. I just don't remember the name of it.
We had a lot of those small stuff. We had a lot of those small things, and we just all that got taken away very quickly. Yeah. What else was there? Yeah, I went to a Redbirds game before, but I went there in high school too. So
yeah.
Civil Rights Museum, I think Civil Rights Museum, everybody go there.
Yeah. We pretty much all went to the same places.
Graceland and all that.
No, we didn't go there. I mean, we tried.
I went to Graceland in high school with Miss Shipman.
She get mad at us.
I mean, Shipman, that's a different story. We'll get that when we get to high school. She's a different story. Ooh, she was Miss Shipman. Yeah. But yeah, my train of thought lost so much because Miss Shipman was so nosy. She was so nosy. Now I lost my train of thought that much because she was that. She used to do
going over places we went on field trips.
Right, and she used to do so much. But yeah.
Oh, the Pink Palace.
Pink Palace always. Pink Palace Museum, the IMAX theater. Man,
yeah.
With that big IMAX screen.
Yeah.
Not paying attention, nothing that's on there. We went on the field trips just to see what we're going to eat.
We went to the Litchman Nature Center.
I never been that one.
It might have been middle school.
I remember I went to the Stax Museum. I've been to the Stax Museum.
I never went there as a field trip though.
Yeah, I went as a field trip once. I remember I did Clue. I did Clue in elementary school too.
All my friends were in Clue, but I wasn't.
I used to hate going to Clue because I want to kick with my friends, but then they was like, "Come get it." It was like, "You gotta go." I was like, "Bro, I don't want to go."
They kept asking me why I wasn't in it. They was like, "You getting all these awards every time, but you ain't in Clue." I was like, "Look, it is what it is, you know."
How you do Clue? We had what we call segme. I was like, it was some doing with science and stuff like that. I don't know. We had a couple of different what's names that we had to do, but yeah, I wasn't really tripping about that. So we leave elementary school and we go to middle school, and
Mhm.
we end up. I go to Wooddale only because everything that I went to was right around the corner from where I lived. That's the main reason I went to those schools. So,
And
so
then
yep,
I met Rashid because I went to Vidal.
right. We end up both going to Wooddale. I'm a year older than her, so when she got there, I was in the 7th grade. She was in the 6th, and I'm pretty sure still didn't know each other till I was in the 8th grade, and you was in
Yeah,
the 7th. I think that's when we really got introduced to each other because in Wooddale you had color teams, so you had red, white, blue, and
and
green.
green.
Green was they called it the optional kid. So we was taking a class ahead of time and stuff like that, all that. So my 8th grade year, I took algebra one when most people didn't take algebra one till 9th grade. So we were doing stuff like that. So you know, of course, everybody want to clown us because we the smart kids and we were doing all that. I ain't gonna lie, that used to irritate some of us, but at other times we look at it, we was like, bruh, half of the sports teams, half the cheerleading team, all of us was on the green team.
Yeah,
It was like,
push
bruh,
the rep green. You know how it's supposed to be six
six
blue.
blue, six blue, six blue. We
But
did
if
not.
you couldn't six green, it just didn't sound right.
It did. Even though half of us was the athletes, and
Yeah,
athletes, the band, the cheerleaders, all of us was on the
it was on green team.
was on the green team. But six red, six blue getting a fight with six red.
You know, the green team just be looking down the hall like, okay,
Because we
you know,
come down the way it went that I remember six
it
green was
was
right here.
blue.
Soon as you come around the corner, that
It
was
was blue.
it was six blue. When you went down some more, it was a little six white, and they put six red on the other side. They
Other side. Mm-hmm.
just put six red on the other side. That was like, bro, we ain't dealing with them. Because six red used to get to fight with six blue all the time. Then six white, I think the white colors started disappearing. They put the white and the red one together and let them. And then we had 7, 8 green. So the 7th and the 8th graders was taking classes together.
We were, we was lit though.
We was different, but I enjoyed middle school. But for the most part, we met each other. I'm pretty sure we met each other through either a general gym class or we met each other doing some type of class that we all was mixed together. 7th and 8th graders were mixed together in some of them classes.
That, but I was also a cheerleader. You was on the football team, right?
Yeah, you was a cheerleader 6th grade, 7th grade.
I was a cheerleader 7th through 12th. So yeah,
Yeah, so okay, then yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure.
think that's when we
But
first met.
and
We used to always do stuff together. We was riding the bus together back when they was letting that happen.
boy. One time, good
Yeah,
times.
those ones.
Folks don't know what.
They cut off that right in ninth grade. It was like, nope, no more riding together.
So we had that for my my 9th and 10th grade job when us riding the bus. We had them all
They told us, no, you couldn't ride the bus with the football players no more. I was like, well,
because it they can only structure us in the beginning of going on the trip. So in the beginning, they'll put the coaches and they put the cheerleaders in the front and all of us sitting in the back. After the game, wasn't nobody checking for that. So folks, especially on we had two buses. The first bus, they would do that. If anybody got on that second bus, oh, they didn't care about that second bus.
I don't even remember what bus I'd be on. But it was fun though.
Oh yeah, it was fun. We actually acted a plum fool my 9th and 10th grade just playing football. We acted a fool on them buses. We was winning too. So it was,
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't
we was
move
winning,
down
so
here.
it was fun.
Okay.
Right, it was all right. The middle school lunches were better than elementary school. I give them that. It was better.
What's his name? Mr. Roach. I guess that was his name. He used to come in there and start talking to folks crazy.
I couldn't
It was
stand
fun though.
middle school, them middle school principals we had. And then they gave us a principal for a sixth grade, seventh grade, eighth grade principal. It was like, bro, we ain't trying to deal with them. Had Mr.
Yes,
Simmons, Mr. Simmons. I'm talking middle school.
Sappho was in middle school.
Sappho was in middle school. I know Mr. Simmons was in middle school.
Sappho was like the eighth grade, and then once I moved to high school, he moved to the high school too.
Oh, okay. So he was your eighth grade?
I think.
Okay, I mean he was that because I don't remember because when I
Oh
got
no.
there, we had because Miss Boyd was the head principal. It was Miss Boyd.
Yeah.
And the three I had was we had Mr. Harshfield, it was a dark skinned dude. I had Mr. Simmons, it was another dude, with glasses. And I think we had another, I forget who the other principal was, but we had a different one like that. Miss Boyd oversaw everybody. We came in right after Miss Kyle left. So that's when we got Miss Boyd, right after Miss Kyle left. And they were
Okay.
just different, different. So it
It
was
was. We had a lady. Don't remember her name, but I ain't like her. Sappho was there, but I ain't really too much food with him.
it was
He
Sappho.
was at kids, and then somebody else, but I don't remember who. But then Coach Moore was over there.
Coach Moore, who didn't love? We love Coach Moore.
Exactly.
To this day, I still love Coach Moore. If I go see him, be like, Coach, that's just what it is. Um, yeah, what? I only played football 1 year, and that was eighth grade year. That's the only year I played football. Um, Middle school was eye opening coming from elementary school. Like I said, I had the same thing you was dealing with. I had two older brothers, so in elementary school, they wouldn't suspend me. They knew my family. They would just call my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was like, nah. They was like, we can suspend you or call your mama. We'll call your mama. I was like, man, just suspend me. I ain't just suspend me.
See, I didn't get into trouble. I learned from him, and then everybody knew me. So it was like, okay, yeah, you the better sibling, quote unquote.
I had two
So
older
they
ones.
ain't really took me.
Yeah, I had both. I had Sherrod and Mike. So they were complete opposites of each other. So I didn't care too much. We used to, like I said, the principal, I had two principals, Mr. Jordan and Miss Dumas. Miss Dumas, she was that strict auntie. That's what Miss Dumas was. She was a strict
She was
auntie.
middle school.
Nah, I'm talking. My bad. I'm thinking my elementary school principal.
Oh,
Miss Boy, Miss
nah, she
Boy,
was up at 7 o'clock in the morning for no reason, just up and yelling.
Miss Boy yelled at everybody. She didn't care.
You walk in the door through the metal detectors, because we had metal detectors.
She was
To make
pissed.
sure.
She used to be pissed for no reason. I was like, bro, we ain't do nothing. We just got here.
Exactly. She must have had stuff going on at home, cause
Right, because we was like, bro, you need to take a chill pill. Oh, that's when we had Miss Brown and Miss Ewing. Oh, we love Miss Brown and Miss Ewing. We love both of them.
I never had Miss Ewing.
I
I
didn't
remember.
have them. I just saw them.
Yeah, I didn't really know her like that, but I did see her.
Yeah, we all the dudes love Miss Ewing and Miss Brown. So it was just because they were fine. Yeah, what it was. Same way
I,
how we used to hear girls talk about Coach Moore. We used to hear the same thing. So it was just like,
yeah, you fine, still is.
and folks like Mr. Pointer too, Coach Pointer.
Okay.
Coach Pointer was cool though. Coach Pointer was so cool. But then we had the other teachers and stuff. We were just like, bro, y'all was just mean for no reason. I forgot his name. That had the glasses. He rest in peace. I forgot his name, but he was a white science teacher.
Mr. Thompson.
Nah, Miss Thompson was cool. Mr. Thompson was cool, but he was so annoying.
He was he used to purposely call me a wrong name. He was like, "All right, Brajae." Every day it was something different, and I would just look at him. You know, I'm just playing with you. I'm like, "Can you stop calling me? It's not my name." Then he would be like, "I'm sorry, Miss Brazil." Nah, you ain't already messed up the mood. Now you can I am not trying to hear that.
Man, Mr. Thompson, he used to come get us out of class. If we ain't in his class on time, if we were still in, like, I remember we used to be leaving Miss Daly class and we had to go to his class. We'll be still in there talking to Miss Daly after because Miss Daly was just cool like that. That was just, she was love like that. He'd come down there and was like, well, you guys, you gotta come to my class. Come on now, let's go and go. He would come do that. We were like, bro, you don't get out of my face.
Oh, Miss Halumnik, I loved her.
Miss Lupnick. I didn't have Miss Lupnick, but I knew Miss Lupnick.
She was the nicest. I
Yeah.
loved her, Miss Daly, and
Yeah.
Miss Bradley.
Miss Parker Bradley.
I am actually related to her. Yes, I found out 7th grade that I was related to her. She like walked up to me. She was like, "You know we related, right?" And I was like, how?" I don't know anything about you.
Down and he was like, "Oh, we are related."
Then I saw her at our family reunion the next year. I was like, "Oh, what are you?"
And he was like, so how you
"Oh,
doing? Parker, don't start me, Parker.
you ain't got time to be dealing with her, Stephanie."
Yeah, you call about a real name now. You're like, yeah, Stephanie.
Stephanie.
Right. In school, I'll call you Miss Bradley, if maybe, but you Stephanie here.
Exactly.
Bruh, Miss Parker Bradley, she was Parker was fine too, but Parker fine,
Annoying.
but she was mean.
For no reason.
So mean to us. It was like, bro, what we do? She was mean, and she would call you out in front of everybody.
She used to make sure if we weren't in her class, like first period, she would come to the class to come pick up everybody homework because she knew folks didn't do her stuff at home. So
fact.
she would first period to everybody else class to come get their homework. That used to make me mad.
Bro, I was like, Miss Parker. And then the thing is, like I said, I had Mike and them when they go to school, they had Miss Parker. Mike had Miss Parker, and she was your brother was such one of my best students out there. I'd be like, all right, bro, I get Mike and don't mess up in school. I know he don't mess up in school. Trust me. He was sick when he got his first B. I remember that. Trust me, I know. Then when he got to high school, he was just like, all right, bro, forget all this, man.
I feel like everybody was like that though.
Cause he was so he wanted to be perfect so bad, but then after a while, he was like, ain't that serious. But yeah, Miss Parker Bradley, Miss Bass. I love Miss Bass because Miss Bass was just chilled.
Who was the other Miss Johnson?
Miss
It was two though.
Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson was my 6th grade. She was my reading teacher.
The English teacher. She got
Miss
pregnant.
Jackson and Miss
Johnson was
we had reading and English. So I was like, Miss Jackson was reading, Miss Bass was English, Miss Parker Bradley was math. Miss Jones was social studies. Miss Jones.
Yes, loved her.
Miss Jones was cool because Miss Jones got on my nerves starting off, but then eventually I warmed up to her and I was
She was cool though. She would go back and forth with you. Now that's the teacher that I like.
She did. She went back and forth with everybody. She didn't care. Her and Parker Bradley, they were just like, yeah, they didn't care. And then we had Mr. Shirley, taught science.
I don't know. I had Miss Green.
Miss Green. I think after that, because Mr. Shirley was my 6th grade teacher, and he taught science. But Mr.
Yeah,
Shirley
we had Miss Green for science.
Yeah, Mr. Shirley was like a older dude. It was like, Folks get weird vibes from him. Then he had a pet hamster that we used to have in the class. But
yeah, we didn't have him. He must have left before we came.
He might have left. But yeah, I had that. But that was 6th grade. 7th grade, I had Miss Daly. I think I had Miss Daly 7th grade math.
I feel like I had her.
Seventh and
I
eighth
had
grade.
her for 7th, and I had Miss Halupnik for 8th. So yeah, that sounds right.
I had Miss Daly. I think I had her 7th and 8th grade. But then I had Miss Johnson. Of course, Miss Johnson for English. Miss Johnson was the coolest, slowest teacher that we had. She
She
still
was a little off.
she was off because it looked like she was still living her college life.
She was so little.
It's big.
She was like this big. What was the other lady?
Miss what's her name? She taught social studies. Miss Walker. Miss Walker.
Ooh.
Miss Walker. Miss Walker was so bipolar. She would be nice as mug one day, and the next day
She
she
did, and
be
she be
mama.
crazy. What's wrong with this lady?
Right. Oh, I couldn't stand Miss Parker though. Miss Parker.
Oh no,
Nah,
hated going to her class,
I hated it.
but she loved me, and I hated going to her class.
Physical science, I hated going to that class. That class was trash.
It was. We was watching Bill Nye Science
Bill Nye
videos.
science
That,
guy.
that's what she had going.
That and Goosebumps. I used to watch those all the time. Well, Goosebumps in elementary school, but middle school it was more Bill Nye. We watched that all the time. But yeah, I think I had Miss Johnson, Miss Daly, Miss Mr. Thompson, Miss Parker.
There was another lady.
Miss
She
Walker.
used to come cookie something. Somebody said she looked like a cookie. She was older and she had moles on her face. And I know one day she touched some paper towels in the cafeteria and she was like it all blue on her face and she got sick. I don't know what her name was, but she was old.
Middle school. Ooh. Yeah. Then we took. Oh, I took Miss Hintz.
Yeah.
Miss Hintz she taught us computers. That was computer class. Miss Hintz. She the one. She had all the freckles and stuff on her. She had all the bumps or freckles.
Acne.
Yeah, she had all the bumps and she had glasses. Yep,
Yeah.
Miss Hintz.
She was cool. I
She
mean,
was,
she had her days, but she was cool though.
she was cool. I was like, man, I wish I would have paid attention in the class. Now I could use so much of that stuff today.
Well, yeah. I mean, I still got my typing skills, so
Facts. That's the only thing. She taught us how to make web pages. I
it's
was like,
like you ain't
nothing.
looking at it, put that paper over your head and you typing. Still got that today.
That minute word you gotta type. Man, I was like, I can still type 40, 50 minutes. I mean 50 words a minute type.
Words a minute.
Yeah. But Miss Hintz. Then we had Coach Moore was football, so I was always around him.
And Coach Price.
Coach Price. Love Coach Price because DJ used to always be around. Rest in peace, DJ. I always used to be around. And so yeah.
He used to come in our practice. I didn't like DJ go somewhere.
DJ chilling, you be like, he the little kid that come around. But I was like, man, DJ was so cool. But yeah, really didn't pay attention too much to the cheerleading team until like basketball season. Football season, we was cool, but it was just like, all right. Basketball season is where you really get into cheerleading because it's in
It was all
the
in this
yeah.
area.
Yeah, so basketball games used to be lit. Whenever we played American Way, we was
Then was lit.
American Way Colonial.
Who was
American Way Colonial, Kirby. We played all of them. It was lit.
Kirby? Yeah. Those were good times.
Havenview and Maceo Walker played all those schools. You was like Lanier. I was like, yeah.
Oh, I remember going out to them. I was like, ooh, where are we going?
Them folks threw rocks at us after the game and stuff. They threw rocks at the bus.
Why did they do that?
After I remember one time after I left the basketball game and after a football game one time, they were throwing rocks at our bus. We was like, bro, we ain't know nothing. It wasn't our fault.
Hey, at this time we was still riding the bus with y'all, so
yeah. And Ridgeway, we did that one time. Ridgeway,
yeah.
it was a lot going on. But yeah, one thing that got my eye was the dances. Totally different from what the sock cop was. I was like,
Our eighth grade one. I guess seventh grade was the eighth grade. I don't know. It was like seventh, eighth. I don't know what year it is, but it was fun. I liked it.
Yeah, the dances used to be good. They start right at 3 o'clock. The motherfuckers started right at 3 to 6.
Hmm.
I
I used
like.
to get.
Oh, definitely. I was there like 4. I always got there like 4 o'clock. Yeah, wasn't doing that. And then they be like, we had those dances, and I was like, that's why I knew, because a couple of upperclassmen knew me because of Mike. So I was like, they were so nice and stuff. Sometimes I go to cassette stand by some, oh, ain't you good cheeks and all that, doing all that. Then we go into the gym for the dance. I was like, okay, let me go in and see you. After I went to my first one, I walked in and I was like, oh, this what we doing? Like, okay.
That was fun.
It was everybody in line rolling together. I'm like, oh, we dancing in here. Cool, say, all right,
Yep. I stick to my side, watch everybody else do their thing.
have fun.
You
I'm a Soldier Boy was big. Soldier,
will.
hit that bird walk. We in that thing doing all of this. Check my footwork, D4L left. Everything is big, and we just dancing, having fun. Had no words.
That's when life was good. We
What?
ain't got we got now.
Right, life is trash.
Take me back to that time. That
Right,
was great.
life is good. It was, man. And then
Stress free, worry free.
I just had to worry about going to school. That's it. Do your work. If you do your work, you could do whatever you want to if you did your work.
Exactly. Exactly. You had the freedom to do whatever. As long as you did your work, as long as you was good at school, you had the freedom to do whatever you wanted to do.
They was like, bro, you bringing home A's and B's. Yeah, you got this. I don't care. It's
The
like,
best.
it was so simple. But then they had ISS on there too. ISS. And, ooh, whew. I was in ISS a couple times. It wasn't my fault, but it is what it is. Uh,
Middle school. Nah, I wasn't in that.
yeah, because what's name's sister was teaching ISS. What? No, what it was. It was somebody. ISS was. Yeah.
Wasn't it in the auditorium? Or was that high school?
Nah, that was in high school. In middle school, it was over there by the band room. Wherever the band
Ooh,
room was, that
down
little,
that hall.
yeah, down that hall, it was a room to the right that you
Yeah.
that you felt like you was in jail.
I think I'm trying to remember.
It was down the hallway by the band room though. It was by the band room.
Like further down. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because when you walked in, depending on what door you walked in, right before the principal's office. I mean yeah,
I remember it now. It was like,
you turn left and it's right down there in that little corner.
yeah.
I ain't been in Wooddale Mill so long, but shit, it was.
I went one time in high school just to go back. And they yelled at me like, what are you here for? You're trespassing. Like, we're not trespassing. We came up here to see somebody.
Right. And we'll be all right. We're not trespassing. We could be, but we're not. And yeah, so those dancers and stuff, the teachers breaking up the dances. None of that. None of that.
Yeah.
No. Don't do that. People that dating each other and stuff, they hug them. Nope, nope, separate. Like, bro, what else we supposed to do?
Me, who I was talking to at that point in time.
Just whoever you was with talking to, man. I talked to. Oh, man. Yeah, them 3 years was fun. Them 3 years in middle school was fun. Then so all that turned up and we did all that. And shout out to Miss Daly. I'm friends with Miss Daly on Facebook.
I was friends with her, but I don't get on Facebook like that, so I don't ever see all the old people.
Yeah, I think I'm friends with Miss Daly and Miss Jones. Miss Jones added me one time, so Miss Daly, Miss Jones, I'm friends with. But Miss Daly, like I said, Miss Daly kept it 100 every time you talk to her, so she wasn't
Mm-hmm.
sugarcoating nothing.
Yeah. I loved her.
Right. Watch your friends. Those right there, they ain't your friends. Think about it.
She was like the mother
Yes.
away from home.
Mm-hmm. Right. And she would cuss in the class every now and then. And folks, well, I was like, bro, come on now. She kept it 100. Man, we all, like I said, we all had the little leave the 8th grade. But I mean, middle school was cool. 3 years. Did you go? No, that wasn't. Never mind. You wasn't there yet. Because we went on a trip to Jackson to Alex Haley's house for Roots. We went on that trip. Yeah, you went there. We went to Jackson. All I remember was we was on this bus, and I was like, man, it's taking forever to get here. Didn't know where we was going, but we ended up going to Jackson to go to Alex Hayes' house, and we went to what was that restaurant? Casey Jones.
I've been there.
Yeah.
Wait, were you? Hold on. We went to Huntsville. Was that middle school?
High school.
I thought it was middle school too.
I don't remember going to Huntsville middle school. I remember high school going. I remember high school. I know we went to Huntsville together, and I remember we went downtown to that little voting. I am something little rally downtown. We went to somewhere. It was like a little. I don't know.
We're walking down in front of
yeah. We went on that.
That was fun.
Yeah, we went down there. And we went to Gus's. We went to Gus's fried chicken. We get to high school, and yes, we ended up both going to Waddell High School. Unfortunately, we both went. I wanted to leave, couldn't do it, but stuff happens.
Pretty much everybody that went to middle school with us went to Waddell High.
Yeah, or they went to Overton, Sheffield, or Ridge.
But they came back.
Yeah. Overton, Sheffield, Ridgeway, Kirby. That's the other 4 schools that everybody went to. And we get there. So, like I asked everybody else too, if you could rank your 4 years, what would be your ranking of your 4 years of high school?
My senior year was pretty great. So I'm gonna say senior year is my best one. Freshman year, 11th, then 10th.
You hated 10th grade? What was wrong with 10th grade?
I hated 10th grade. It just wasn't like a big year.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the rest of them were like, I guess, bigger things happened.
A little more stuff was happening and stuff like that.
Yeah. 10th grade was just like that filler year. Mm-hmm. It didn't. But first, 9th grade, of course. That's your year getting into high school. So, of course, that's going to be a slightly good way. It could be good, it could be bad. But my senior year, I felt like it was the best because I could do whatever I wanted.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah. And by this time, when we get to high school, this is a different BJ that I knew, that we all knew from middle school. It was a totally different BJ that got to high school.
It wasn't.
Appearance-wise, everything was different. Everything was different. She still had the same smart mouth, but everything else, it was different. We ended up taking Spanish class together. Now that Spanish class,
Miss Shock.
Miss Shock and Mr. Bab.
Mr. Bab.
You talking about cutting up in that class?
Mr. Bab's class is when we started getting real cool.
Yeah, we got real close. Now we acted a plumb fool in Mr. Bab's class, and it wasn't just us. I'm talking about everybody in that class was acting cool.
We was throwing paper balls, and we was having fun. And he couldn't do nothing, or he wouldn't say anything. Rather,
he would step out of class, and as soon as he stepped out of class, we pulling up paper balls.
Everybody
lunching. As soon as he come back in, everybody like, where these paper balls come from? We don't know, man. We chilling. We were waiting on you.
And for me, I was a lower classman with all upperclassmen all my years. So I
was doing that in other classes, but we didn't take foreign language our 9th grade year. We didn't take foreign language. So we took foreign language 10th and 11th grade. But first of all, everybody know when we get to high school, that tell you take a foreign language. Everybody trying to take Spanish. Ain't nobody trying to take nothing else. We trying to take Spanish. That's the one we most familiar with. they had a French class, and I saw people struggling in that French class too. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that
Miss
teacher
Fields,
seemed a little hard.
French with Miss Fields. I remember that.
What was they? They had the freshman area, the freshman side. I
The
was never in there.
Academy.
There you go, freshman academy. I had 2 classes over there, but the rest of my classes was in the main building. So I was always with the upperclassmen every time I turn around.
That's what I told people. I told people that everybody that have listened to my older videos, I was like, ranking my years, my favorite year was freshman year. My favorite year was freshman year. Woodell was acting a plum fool my freshman year.
There's so many fights.
Twice, yes. Because our 8th grade year, they was pulling the fire alarm every day at Woodell.
Yes, they were.
So they had fights every day. I remember one time it was a big brawl out there, like 8 fights. Then teacher got a fight with a student. It was a big fight out there. It was legit. It was legit war. I mean, we seen jumpings before. We saw all of that just in 8th grade. So when I get that freshman year, that's when we had Mr. Banks punk. Man, I couldn't stand Mr. Banks. Bro could not stand him. We were so glad when he left. Well, he kind of got forced out because a student knocked him out. Somebody put a pole through his windshield. So it was like, bro, you need to just go ahead and leave.
Yeah, I heard about him.
Be thankful you did not have him. But freshman year, still jumping. I knew upperclassmen because of my brother, so I knew some of the older people. Play football. I mean, I played JV then started varsity, but it was still fun. The classes were cool. It was so many fights every day. I've seen people, like I said, I've seen puddles of blood at the bottom of the steps because people got to fight and stepped out. It was a lot going on, so it was jumping. Second favorite year, sophomore year, actually. Sophomore year was my second favorite year because I still knew the upperclassmen and stuff. So, and I still liked their class. I started varsity football my 10th grade year, so I loved it then. I was messing with folks all in different parts of the school, in different schools. So I was like, it was a fun year. Yeah, a couple, one Railway, Overton, Kirby, had a couple of it was fun. But now one of them at Woodell, she joined up. Never mind, I'm gonna leave that alone. But
I'm going to it.
yeah, I know. I might do that off camera. But that was I messed with it. My third favorite year was senior year. Senior year because I compare this to the analogy: you watch a TV show, you know it's the last season. That's how senior year was. You know, ain't finna be no twists, no turns, no nothing like that. It's just smooth sailing the whole year. It's kind of how it was. We already took the ACT 11th grade year and stuff like that. So that scores was in. You was already applying to college. You kind of knew where you was going and stuff like that. It was, all right, bro, I'm just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was definitely skipping school, and I didn't have no class for like the first hour and a half, 2 hours. The second year, I had study hall and office assistant. So I ain't had class until like 9:30, and that was Miss Shipman. Miss Shipman, her first class.
My senior year.
Oh yeah, and the word junior, you can throw the whole junior away. Trash. Junior, trash.
What?
It was slow. The upperclassmen, the seniors, they was cool, but they weren't really. That was Terica and them that was on Chili with y'all. That's Terica and them. Then D Hurd and them, Daniel and them playing football. They was cool, but it was like,
I messed with some of them. So I'm gonna say I was sad like 11th grade. No, I was sad my senior year because all the upperclassmen left because that's all I messed with. So I was like, I gotta get to know my own class. I was a little sad about that. But I guess you can say like 9th through 11th was good because I knew all the upperclassmen.
yeah.
We would do stuff with them.
Oh yeah, definitely. We would do stuff with y'all. I was like, bro, my grade was cool. Like I said, I love my grade. They was cool and everything like that. But I kicked it with y'all a lot.
Most folks didn't even know we was younger until we said.
Yeah, we was always together. All of us was all together. I was like, nah, they younger than us,
They
but
be like, really? Like, yeah.
especially when we got older and the freshmen behind y'all came in, they was like, man, y'all could. I was like, nah, they juniors, we seniors. We just kick it with them. They just cool.
We had it like that. It was
Yeah,
cool.
they was just cool. But like I said, it was easier for us because we knew most of y'all that came up. Like I think a lot of the other upperclassmen, a lot of them went to different schools. A lot of them went to American Way, Hickory Ridge, Colonial, and stuff like that. So some of them knew each other, but most of them went to different schools. Us, for the most part, my grade and ones below, most of us went to the same schools.
Yeah.
So
I already knew each
yeah. And then my freshman year was the last year of all the freshmen together with the upperclassmen. Like I said, with some people, like I said, I told people in the other episodes, if you wasn't taking honors classes with upperclassmen, lunch or gym, you was in the freshman academy the whole day.
yeah. And all my classes with y'all.
Yeah. So we was all together. So I was like, they got like they might get an English class or something over there in the freshman academy. Everything else was over there with us.
Yeah, we had my freshman year. We had social studies over there,
Yeah. I
and
feel like
then
social studies and English is like the only two that you gotta
yeah,
stay in your grade. Other
yeah.
than that, math going up.
Uh, what's his name?
Mr. Flowers.
I did not like him.
I took Mr. Flowers 3 years out of the 4 years I had math. I took Mr. Flowers.
I had Miss Holubnik the first year because she came from the middle school and went to the high school.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, I had him 3 years. Yeah. 10, 11, and 12. And then we had Mr. Bab. He was my freshman year. And then after that, we had Miss Shaw.
Miss Shot. I think I like Mr. Bad class more because we had more fun in there. But Miss Shot class, I learned more in Miss Shot class, but I had
Yeah.
more fun in Mr. Bad class.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
can agree. Who else?
I took I can't even say her last
Um,
my freshman year. She taught science, Miss something. And her name was so long. She had a very long
Miss
name.
J.
Yes.
I love her.
Judge
It's
whatever.
Young Evsky.
Yeah, whatever her name was. She
Miss
taught
J. Just cut
yeah,
it off.
she taught biology.
Yeah.
I passed the class. She gave us, did y'all have to do that 10-page paper?
Yeah.
Okay. I finished that whole paper, got a B. She gave me an 88. I said, say less. And I was out there.
I don't know how. And then I took her AP class. And her AP class was fun. Not gonna lie to you.
They tried to convince us to take AP. I was like, man, I ain't falling for that. Forget
But
y'all.
her class was fun. I took 4 AP classes.
Not one. Miss Hope she tried it with me. Did not work.
Now that class, I'm gonna say that was out of all my AP classes, Miss Hope. Gosh.
I took the hardest, I think my hardest subject was math. I just hate math. I was like, bro, I just hate it. It is what it is. I just hate math.
What?
So, huh?
He didn't teach us nothing.
Yeah, that was one too. But he was also hit and miss too. Some days he cool, he chill. Other days he be with the shit. He really be with it.
I write you up for some stuff that wasn't important.
Your phone being. I remember when the phone policy was so big. I was like, bruh, y'all real deal taking phone. I remember he took my phone in homeroom one time, and then I left out, and he was like, Rashid. I was like, yes, sir. He was like, I'm gonna get your phone. Bro, put your phone up now. I put it in my pocket. I was like, all right, bro, whatever. Niggas was shooting dice in the bathroom. They were doing all types. We had all types of stuff going
But
on.
sometimes you could have your phone out on your desk and they wouldn't do anything. Like I used to have mine like face down on the desk, and they wouldn't say nothing. But if it was like turned up, and they'd be like, "Give me your phone." I'm like, "Y'all so wishy washy."
Right. And what's the name was oh, my heart is mad. Nah, I hated pre-cal. Pre-cal sucked. I took that senior year. Pre-cal sucked. Trigonometry wasn't that bad. Trig wasn't that bad. I took them for geometry my ninth grade year. It was cool. Now algebra 2, with Coach man, algebra 2, boy, I don't know how I got out that class.
Nah, I stayed with Mr. Flowers the entire time.
Coach Stewart for algebra 2, I don't know how I got a Coach Stewart class. And I was related to Coach Stewart, I think. Then I think about it, I don't know how I got out of Coach Stewart class, but I did.
I heard about him. Glad I
It was
never took.
her.
Oh, her.
She was the girls' basketball coach.
Oh, no. Oh, her.
Coach Stewart, she taught algebra 2. Boy, we was in that thing struggling. I don't know how we get up out of there. Then Mr. Flowers, I don't know. I was like, if you get him talking on guns, you good.
Half our, bruh, Marco and David was in our class and some other dude, but it was like the dudes in the front and the girls behind. As long as the dudes were talking to them, we could be doing whatever we wanted. He did not care. He get on them subjects. He did nothing for the rest of the class. Then he was like, oh yeah, by the way, turn this in. But we talked the entire class, so he was like, it is what it is.
Right. Some days he used to catch on to it. Some days he'd be like, all right, y'all stop talking, get this work done. And I was like, he ain't feeling it today.
Let's see, who else? Miss Jones.
Miss who?
Miss Jones.
Who's Miss Jones?
Cheerleading coach, Miss Jones.
Oh yeah, Miss Jones. Miss Jones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Having her as cheerleading coach and your English teacher, she used to kill me.
Yeah, Miss Jones didn't care. Miss Jones gave nothing. But I love Miss Jones because she didn't stop our hustle when folks was selling chips, juice, big test. She didn't stop no hustle. She bought stuff. She didn't stop no hustle, no nothing. She was like, all right, throw me some chips or something like that. They didn't hustle nobody. They ain't turn nobody in. Nothing. Because they were buying stuff for us.
Yeah. Who else? Miss Brown.
Miss Brown taught social studies.
Well, she ain't really teach, but she gave us
red folder. Gotta have that red folder.
Red? Exactly.
I love red. Gotta have red folder. I was like, man, Miss Brown, you gonna get
Roar.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, man, whatever. Get the red. Oh, I love red. Y'all know I love red. I was like, bro, we don't care, bro. Shit. Then I was like, I remember one of the crazy things was I knew about Miss Hope in middle school. I knew about Miss Hope in 8th grade.
My brother used to talk about I don't know her name, but it was another English teacher, Miss Pfeiffer.
Yes.
Didn't have her, but Cortez be talking about her all the time. Like she was the best.
Miss Pfeiffer was cool. Miss Pfeiffer was fine. Miss Pfeiffer was cool. She was I remember Miss Pfeiffer. I do remember Miss Pfeiffer. I didn't take her class, but I know exactly who it was. And it was a lot of the teachers that we took, I don't think y'all had to take. Cause I took Mr. Abraham. Mr. Abraham, he was my English teacher. Dude he was like, we used to run that class. We ran that class. Like, bro, we don't know. We just telling him whatever and he going along with it. That's how Mr. Abraham was. I had Miss what's name for art history. Couldn't Miss Smith for art history. Art history was so fucking boring.
Rest in peace to her too.
She died. I didn't know she died.
She died a long time ago. She had a blood clot in her leg.
Oh man, rest in peace. I ain't even know. But art history trash. I hated art history. It was so boring.